Nagaland, a young state, born as India's 16th child on the 1st of December 1963, still searching for an identity of its own. While the advent of Christianity resulted in the eradication of less desirable age-old practices like headhunting, it also did away with any other tradition that the missionaries considered pagan. Today's Naga has come to value his traditions and seeks to be modern without losing out on tradition or returning to primitive times. Come, let's go exploring Nagaland's conflicting images.
My church started in 1958. In my church, we have about 2,500 families, and we have general department, and we have women, youth, and child. And apart from that, we have another department called mission. The mission department look after the welfare of the other people. The main department look after our own work here. So what we do is that mostly we, here in our church, we cater for worship. And time to time, we conduct seminar for the group, like young married couple, youth, young people, then also sometimes for elderly people who are secluded from the society. So when we call them, they have the feeling of belongingness. And also we conduct a church crusade to awaken the people's spirituality.
If the skies and galaxies declare your holy name, if all creation finds the words.
In Nagaland, as in almost all over the Misty land of Seven Sisters, Christian missionaries have played a major role in building educational infrastructure. The Patkai Christian College is probably a proof of the theory that sincerity can grant reality to the most impossible of human dreams, in this case, creating a college where stood a jungle.
Join the chorus.
This dream come true now offers education on streams as varied as forestry, computers, and even Western music.
as King.
Patkai Christian College is almost exactly 24 and a half years old. It was started in August 1974. And it was nothing, this area was nothing but jungle, full of trees. Our people came and cut down the trees, and we put up a few shacks, and in August 74, we opened the first class called Patkai Christian College. That's how it got started, with 20 students and 4 lecturers. Today, of course, we have about 1,500 students with 46 full-time lecturers and another 50 or so full-time staff members. We have both arts and science faculties. Then, of course, we have Patkai is the only college in the Indian subcontinent offering Western music at the pre-university degree level.
The influence of Western culture is as prevalent in the northeastern states as the spread of Christianity. Therefore, there is a tendency to connect the two. But if Westernization is an outcome of Christianity, it also is an outcome of English education and a phenomenon called being young.
Through the modern education and through the influence of the people who went abroad, who used to go abroad and study, we have changed a lot in our society. Economically, financially, culturally, we have developed a lot. And I should say that Naga society is advancing, and I believe that the Naga society will compete with the world in the coming days.
Our Naga living is, if I'm not mistaken, our living is copied by Western only. We are not copying Eastern, na? So, again, that qualified side, we are not reaching Western qualification, Western knowledge. Then we are like, we want to trace up, we are eating like that, but where can we get the source?
We are actually forced into this, you see, modern culture. We're forced. We weren't prepared. You see, in everything, every development, people have to be prepared to accept and to make use of. But it isn't. Nagas didn't have a penny until just even a few years before the Second World War. It was a barter system. People didn't have any money. They used their own goods to exchange with other goods and so on. And certainly from penniless to you start earning thousands of rupees. And that ruined them immediately.
What I feel is the Naga has a rich culture also, and then I'm afraid that if we go too much in the Western culture, we'll forget our rich culture. That's my view is it will be good to go parallel the Western culture as well as the rich culture that we have.
Long ago, we were headhunters. But since with the coming of the Westernization, the Christianity and all, because we talk about two of them together, both the Westernization and the Christianity, because it came along with the Christianity, it has helped us to abandon the headhunting habits. So socially, we're uplifted in this present state as how we are now. But negatively, if I were to tell precisely, Westernization has made us to neglect our culture, our own tribal culture in a lot of ways, because the youngsters now, we don't have a clear idea about how we were, our own original life of thing.
Many excellent aspects of our culture have been forgotten. You know, when the British came, they used to talk about the honesty and integrity of the Nagas and so on. But today, even the Christians are not that honest. You see, the non-Christians were, in a sense, more honest than the Christians today. Now, that's a paradox. When you look at the life of Jesus Christ, certainly that is a paradox. But it is embarrassingly true, and I am very ashamed of the way our people behave today. the way the Nagas treat so-called non-Naga, non-locals. You see, if you are a Hindu, if you are a Muslim, if you are Bengali or Kerala or Bangladeshis, you are not treated well by our own people who call themselves Christians. Now, that's the most embarrassing aspect of our culture today, which is neither Christian nor Naga. And I think that is what many of us are praying, that somehow, some way, there will be another revolution that will somehow bring about transformation in this arena, that we even love. The Bible says we are to love our enemies. Now, these people who are in Nagaland are not our enemies. They are our friends. And we can't love our friends. How can we love our real enemies?
Yes, let us learn to peacefully coexist. And chanting the mantra of peaceful coexistence, we found our way to Dimapur market. Dimapur is the commercial capital of Nagaland, and this is truly a marketplace of varied wares, especially of the fauna kingdom. And these are meant for human consumption. Amongst them, we found rabbits, crabs, quails, ducks, and several others. The Naga traditional attire consists of colorful shawls and jackets, and these vibrant designs are skillfully woven by the Naga woman. Various tribes have unique designs, and these vegetable dye-colored patterns have in recent years even gained international patronage. The women who weave these colorful dreams do not always enjoy the benefits of equal social status. But things are improving as NGOs explain to women the necessity of their empowerment, and as women successfully take initiative in curbing social evils. For instance, the Naga Mothers Association has been successfully combating drug abuse.
There's been, a lot of improvement regarding the women's status, especially like all over the world, but especially in Nagaland. Like because like earlier, like during our forefather times, like there Nagas in the Naga society, women's like everyone expected women to just work in the kitchen. All the household chores were left to them, and like usually like women were kept as usually housewives and all that. But these days, like women are given more opportunity to participate in every activities, and like women's status is coming up, and I feel like the government should work towards greater achievement of the status of women in the society. But as a whole, my opinion is like, it's okay. Like I'm proud of the status of Naga women. Like it's improving.
Today, to my knowledge, I can say that we don't have much distinctions between us. Even the women flows can be in the administrative works, no matter any kind of administrative works. If only they have the quality, if they only have the qualification, they are given the privilege to be in the administrative works even.
Women usually, before, when we look back in the olden days, we Naga people usually, we don't get much opportunity to associate with the people and to the society. But when we look today, in this generation, we have got more opportunity to involve, and then we have got more opportunity to participate in, and even in other society, and also in political affairs, everything we can involve these days.
Take for example in the church, normally we had ministers only from the menfolk, but now, at least in our Naga society, we have now started ordaining women folks.
Sometimes the sight of magnificent ruin can take one back in time to a bygone age, and when I wandered around the beauteous ruins of this palace, I could hear the strains of a musical refrain that seemed to belong to another age. I followed the beckoning of the incantation and came across this group of dancers who are being orchestrated by an older woman holding a rather fierce-looking bow. This dance, called Aga Kighile, was traditionally performed by the Sumi tribe. Today it is held during the Puanglen festival, held every year after the sowing season, praying for a good harvest. Leaving the dancers behind, we headed for the capital city of Kohima. And at the end of the road, we found her beautiful, mysterious, and enveloped in mist. Kohima is said to be the second largest village in Asia, but no one really knows which is the first. Whether it is the second largest Asian village or not, Kohima is a landmark in world history, for it is here that the Japanese suffered their first significant setback during the Second World War. The battle fought on the tennis courts of the Deputy Commissioner's bungalow was a tough, nerve-shattering battle. But the British and their Indian soldiers won it, fighting weariness and shortage of food and ammunition. The war is long over, but let us think of all those valiant lives which came to abrupt and brutal ends. The memorial stands as a respect to the valiant dead. My heart pains at the thought that all those lives lost were perhaps in vain. For have we heard the message that the stone cries out? When you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today.